We are going to work through this pattern together. I'm going to show you some ins and outs of it and how it all worked. This is a pattern by Trish Newbury. I was looking for a Japanese apron pattern. I'm so tired of wearing aprons where the front is so small and there's really just not good coverage. So I wanted to make something along these lines, and I did a lot of research, was struggling to find a pattern I wanted, and I found this one on her website. It was $6.95, and then there was a sale for 30% off, so I paid like $4 something for the pattern. And then you print out the instructions. This is the instruction booklet. And you print out the pattern pieces and piece them together. And then she also has some YouTube videos. So now, a dilemma I have run across is that the pattern is created for 60-inch wide fabric, which is not a real common width that we have here in the United States. You can buy it especially for upholstery and home decor, but fabric that wide is not like the norm. So I'm not sure what I'm going to do about that. These are all the pieces pieced together, and you see they're numbered. So this one said number 1, and then it said column 1, row 1. And you just kind of tape them all together to make your pattern piece. And there are 2 different views. You can have a rounded corner pocket or a squared pocket. So what I'm going to do, I have this tablecloth that I purchased. It's a nice woven material, and this measures 52 by 54 inches. So the apron at its widest point right here, where it's supposed to be on a fold, measures 25 inches. So I need at least 50-inch wide fabric to work this in the one piece that it is. And then these pieces I will just place somewhere else. So I'm going to lay this out and show it to you before I cut it. So I just wanted to show you, as I was cutting this pattern out, this little template here, this 4-inch by 4-inch block to check and make sure that you're printing to scale. Now, the patterns by this designer, she has them in layers, so you can print out the size that you need, which is really cool. But and you can, print it as many times as you need and as many sizes as you need, which is also really cool. A big advantage to buying the pattern online. But this is a one size pattern, so there is only one size option, and that is what I'm cutting out here now. I now have all of the pieces cut out. You can see here's the body with the positioning for the side pocket or the center pocket, whichever view you decide to do. I think I prefer the kind of naturality, I don't think that's a word, but naturality of the side pocket and the slant. I think it just feels like it would just feel more comfortable using it than the center pocket. But with the rounded edges and things, it will take a little more time. So neat thing, and Trisha has Trish has a video on her website, kind of like a tutorial. And this is your pocket piece. This is the template which you would put onto cardstock, and then you cut 2 of these for the pocket, and then you use this template to help you get a perfect rounded edge on your pocket, which is really neat. So, but since this is my first go and I'm kind of testing it out, I'm going to do the center pocket, which is view B, just for ease, and I know it'll be a little quicker. So let's get this laid out on my fabric and get cutting. So I have the main portion of the apron laid out here on the fold, and I just wanted to make note of something. Doing this pocket view B, and since my fabric isn't as wide as the fabric that is recommended for this pattern, this is supposed to be on a fold. So to use this pocket, I would need to place it, I'm going to need to place it way up here. But if I were using the other pockets, the one that requires two, not on a fold, I could actually utilize this spot here and still have, kind of save a little fabric in an essence, more of a fold. But I'm just going to go ahead and do my original plan, but I just wanted to point that out. You know, depending on what you would want to do with your scraps, you might want a longer pieces that would, you know, unfold and be longer. But for this particular situation, I'm just going to go ahead and continue with my original plan. And we're all pinned up. I'm not pinning this real heavily because this is a fairly simple, it's going to be fairly simple to cut out. Just going to leave my pins there in the middle to kind of weigh it down as well. I'm going to get this all cut out, and then I will cut out the pocket. Now I'm going to cut out the pocket for view B. I have it on the fold. And there's everything cut out. That was super quick and super easy. Might be the fastest pattern I've ever cut. I now have attached my pocket following the directions, and there are some YouTube videos specifically for pockets. Next thing I need to do is work on the shoulder seams and get those put together. So it's now pieced together at the sleeve, and now I'm just going to do the seam all the way around the edge. There are a couple different methods for this that she has demonstrated in her instructions. I am going to use the method with the serger. So here is the completed project. My son, who is about 6 foot, is wearing it here for us, and the reason I have him showing us it is because it just didn't fit me very well. I think that I just have too many curves for it to fit in a flattering way, or even fit well. Okay, go ahead and turn around for us. But it fits him very well. So he wears a men's medium or large in US sizes, and I wear a woman's extra large. And with just my chest and everything, it didn't really come, it just didn't lay nicely on me, but it lays really nicely on him. So my final thoughts are, this is a really nice apron. It's really quick to put together, really quick to cut out, and it's just a rewarding, quick project. I love that you get to sew continuously around when you're doing the hem at the end. I think that's really neat. I love the pocket options. I think for me personally, this isn't the right fit, but for other people, I think this would work really well. And it does. It looks great on my son. It looks great on my husband. It's just not quite big enough for me, and the fit just isn't. I need something a little more tailored to my shape and curves, I guess. But the pattern was put together very nicely, and there are some other patterns on her website that look really intriguing to me. So if this may not be the last I do, maybe I'll be doing some other things of hers. However, that being said, I don't have much time to sew. I would love to have more time to sew, but right now I just don't. I don't have a designated area to sew. So for example, my children and I are on Thanksgiving break from homeschooling. And so my homeschool room has become my impromptu sewing area. And so I have everything out. Down here's my overlock, you know, and that's also the schoolroom. Now today is the last day of our vacation, so I need to get my stuff out of here so we can get back to doing school. Anyways, I hope you enjoyed this video. I'll probably be trying some more aprons along the style line in the future here. And so keep your eye out.